You don't go to hell after you die. You walk into it while you're still alive. One decision at a time. One reaction at a time. One habit at a time. And the terrifying part? Most people don't even realize they're doing it. Krishna revealed exactly 3 gates that lead to this destruction. 3 doorways that seem harmless, even pleasurable. But once you walk through them regularly, they destroy everything. Your peace, your relationships, your potential, your life. Today, we're going to expose these 3 gates, and by the end, you'll see exactly which ones you've been walking through. In chapter 16, verse 21, Krishna gives one of the clearest warnings in the entire Bhagavad Gita. There are 3 gates leading to hell: lust, anger, and greed. Every sane person should abandon these, for they lead to the degradation of the soul. 3 gates: lust, anger, greed. Not complicated philosophy, not a list of 100 sins, just 3. And notice, Krishna says every sane person should abandon these. He's implying that walking through these gates is a form of insanity, because only someone who has lost their mind would willingly choose paths that lead to their own destruction. Yet millions of people walk through these gates daily, hourly, without even noticing. Let's look at each gate and be honest with yourself as we go through them. The first gate, lust. Before you think this is only about physical desire, understand what lust actually means. Lust is uncontrolled craving, obsessive wanting, the burning need to possess something or someone. It can be lust for a person's body, but it can also be lust for attention, lust for validation, lust for success, lust for power, lust for experiences. The common thread: you feel incomplete without the object of your craving, and you'll sacrifice almost anything to get it. Think about how this plays out in modern life. Scrolling endlessly through social media, craving stimulation, refreshing your notifications, hungry for validation, chasing one purchase after another, believing the next one will finally satisfy you, jumping from relationship to relationship, thinking the next person will complete you, consuming content that stimulates desire but never fulfills it. This is lust operating, not always sexual, but always hungry. And here's what makes it a gate to hell. Lust is never satisfied. Feed it and it grows. Give it what it wants and it wants more. You think you're pursuing pleasure, but you're actually building a prison. Every craving you feed becomes a chain, and eventually you wake up enslaved to desires that control every decision you make. The temporary pleasure blinds you to the permanent trap. The second gate, anger. Everyone experiences anger, but there's a difference between feeling anger and living in it. Anger becomes a gate to hell when it becomes your default reaction, when small inconveniences trigger rage, when old wounds keep you burning years later, when resentment becomes your constant companion. Think about what anger does to your body. Heart racing, blood pressure rising, stress hormones flooding your system. Your body enters fight mode, meant for survival situations, but you're activating it because someone cut you off in traffic. Now think about what anger does to your mind. You can't think clearly. You say things you'll regret. You make decisions you'll pay for. Intelligence disappears when anger arrives. In chapter 2, verse 67, Krishna explains this clearly. As a strong wind sweeps away a boat on the water, even one of the roaming senses on which the mind focuses can carry away a person's intelligence. Anger sweeps away your intelligence like wind sweeps away a boat. You're no longer in control. The anger is driving, and it always drives toward destruction. But here's what most people miss. Anger feels powerful. When you're angry, you feel righteous, justified, strong. That's the deception. That's why people keep walking through this gate. They think anger is protecting them, fighting for them, standing up for them. In reality, anger is burning down their own house while they stand inside feeling victorious. The person you're angry at often doesn't even know or care. But you're carrying poison in your bloodstream, destroying your peace, ruining your health, damaging every relationship you have, and calling it strength. The third gate, greed. Greed is different from ambition. Ambition builds, greed hoards. Greed is the fear that there's never enough, the compulsion to accumulate beyond any possible need, the inability to be satisfied with what you have. You see greed in the person earning millions who still cheats to make more, in the person with overflowing closets who still can't stop shopping, in the person who takes credit that belongs to others because they can't stand seeing someone else shine. But greed operates in subtler ways too. hoarding information instead of sharing it, refusing to help others because their success might threaten yours, keeping score in relationships, always making sure you're getting more than you give. Greed whispers, more will make you safe, more will make you happy, more will finally be enough. But more is never enough for greed. That's its nature. You get what you wanted, and immediately the goalpost moves, new targets appear, the hunger remains. You spend your entire life chasing a finish line that keeps moving, and on your deathbed you realize you are running on a treadmill. All that effort, all that accumulation, and you can't take a single thing with you. This is why Krishna calls it a gate to hell. Not because wealth is evil, but because greed consumes your entire life pursuing things that ultimately mean nothing. Here's something crucial to understand. These three gates aren't separate, they're connected. One leads to another. Lust that isn't satisfied turns into anger. You wanted something, you didn't get it, now you're furious. Anger often masks greed. You're angry at someone's success because you wanted it for yourself. Greed is just lust in a different costume. Instead of craving pleasure, you're craving accumulation, but the mechanism is identical. They form a triangle of destruction, each one feeding the others, each one opening the door to the others. Someone enters through lust, constantly chasing desires. Those desires create frustration and anger when unfulfilled. That anger combines with greed, wanting more, feeling entitled to more. And slowly, without realizing it, they've walked through all three gates. They're living in a hell of their own creation, constantly wanting, constantly angry, constantly grasping. From the outside, they might look successful, but inside, burning. So how do you close these gates? In chapter 16, verse 22, Krishna gives the answer. One who has escaped these three gates of hell performs actions that are conducive to self-realization. Thus, this person gradually attains the supreme destination. Escaped. It's possible. These gates are not permanent traps. Here's how to begin. For lust, practice contentment. Not suppression, contentment. Recognize when you have enough. Train yourself to enjoy without craving. Appreciate without needing to possess. When desire arises, pause. Ask yourself, will this actually fulfill me, or will it just create a new desire? Most cravings, when observed without reaction, pass on their own. For anger, practice the pause. Between trigger and response, there's a gap. Learn to live in that gap. The anger will still arise, but you don't have to act on it immediately. Ask yourself, what is this anger really about? Often, you'll find fear underneath, or hurt. Address those, and the anger loses its power. For greed, practice giving deliberately, regularly. Give money, give time, give knowledge, give credit. Every act of genuine generosity weakens greed's grip. You start to realize sharing doesn't diminish you, it expands you. These three gates are open every single day. Lust inviting you with pleasure, anger inviting you with power, greed inviting you with security. And every day you choose whether to walk through them or walk past them. Nobody falls into hell suddenly. It happens one small choice at a time, one craving indulged, one rage unleashed, one act of grasping. But the opposite is also true. Nobody rises suddenly either. It happens one small choice at a time, one desire observed without reaction, one anger released without explosion, one opportunity to give instead of take. The gates are always there. The choice is always yours. Choose wisely. Your peace depends on it. Your life depends on it. If this video gave you clarity, awareness, or a new perspective, make sure you subscribe. And if you want to support quality content, you can join the membership. Thank you. Jai Shri Krishna.